So, voice in healthcare. Hello, I'm Peter Stewart from London. Today, in 2 minutes, we're reading from, riffing from, and reviewing this article from healthtechmagazine.net if you want to read it ahead of time. And it's like all of the others, we've got links archived via the smartspeakers.com/links. So thanks for the loan of your ears. So obviously lots of benefits of smart speakers, particularly in healthcare. In patient rooms, they can perform lots of functions like you would use them in your actual home, changing the volume or channel on a TV, you know my views on that, or changing the room temperature. Of course, there is something slightly different, of course, in a hospital situation, which is different from a home situation or a hotel situation, where I've said before that very often it's just as easy just to pick up a remote and do it yourself, or if you've got a remote control in your hand and actually just want to be channel surfing, it's much easier just with a small press of the thumb on the channel up-down button to do it yourself, rather than say Lexi next channel up, Lexi next channel up, and so on and so on and so on. Because in a hospital situation, you may not be able to do that. You may have a broken wrist. You may have a broken. You may not be able to actually walk across the room and flick a switch for the light switch, or something like that, or to be able to pick up the phone. You may have a broken arm or whatever. So you may be challenged in those kind of ways. You may be disabled. So obviously, in a hospital situation, my usual complaints go out of the window. Smart speakers can control curtains and lighting. If you've got a broken leg, you can't actually get over to control the curtains. Maybe even be used to play soothing music or something like that to have a personalised experience in your hospital room. And also you can call nurses to make requests for things, and then of course your call to for help may be directed to the right person. So if you want medication, for example, painkillers, it goes to one person. If you want help to go to the toilet, it could be going to a hospital orderly or clinical partner, for example. Smart speakers are being used by caregivers as well. The device lets doctors look up information vocally without needing to type or touch anything, and therefore keeping scrubbed hands clean. Again, mentioned it a couple of days ago, that's fine, unless you're in a kind of public situation, like on a hospital ward rather than a separate room, in which case, you know what, everyone else is able to hear the doctor's notes as they dictate them. So that may not be appropriate. Or even in a private room, that may not be appropriate if you've got other members of the family hearing something that you would actually prefer them not to. Or other hospital staff hearing something that you would prefer them not to. But anyway, some thoughts there, reading from, riffing from healthtechmagazine.net. I'm Peter Stewart, and I'm back tomorrow with a little bit more from the Smart Speakers Daily.
Part of the Briefcast.fm network.